There are many sad scenarios in the sport of boxing. The guys who make the big bucks live in the fast lane and end up broke. Larry Holmes is not one of those stories. There may be those who question why Larry Holmes is still fighting, but there are none who question what Larry Holmes has done with his life. He has taken care of himself, his family, and his hometown. Located right at the border of New Jersey and Pennsylvania is the small town of Easton. It's tucked away on the Pennsylvania side, right at the meeting point of the Lehigh and Delaware rivers. It's a nice, tranquil place that surely would be anonymous if not for the accomplishments of one man.
From Pennsylvania to South Africa to the North Pole, everybody knows Easton only through Larry Holmes, nothing else.
He hails from Easton, Pennsylvania, the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes.
For 7.5 years, Easton was proud to be the home of the heavyweight champion of the world, Larry Holmes. It gave the town a terrific sense of pride.
It gave people in Easton, generically, a feeling that they too can accomplish whatever they set out to do. And I think indirectly that was the greatest benefit that the champ had in living in Easton and choosing to continue to live in Easton even after he had become world famous.
Holmes's roots run deep for Easton. He moved there at the age of 7 from Georgia. Larry Holmes is one of 11 children raised predominantly by his mother, Flossie. He's remembered as a youngster.
We both grew up in basically the same Delaware Terrace housing project. I moved out when I was about 10, but only a block and a half away, so he and I remained acquaintances, not friends, but acquaintances. Usually he was the guy chasing me around.
He went through the stages as a teenager where he was a little rough and all that, like we all did, but he became the great man that he really is today.
No comments.
We like to say that we both grew up to be M's. He became a millionaire and I became a mayor, but he got the better of the two deals.
Now Holmes, along with his wife Diane and the kids, live on the outskirts of town here on this property. Larry, having wisely saved his money, has all the amenities. Including cabana and outdoor pool, tennis court, and a fleet of 6 automobiles, along with his own stretch limo. And let's go inside the Holmes home. How about the indoor pool, shaped like a boxing glove, next to the bedroom? And a home that features a high-tech security system safeguarding the property. Many small-town athletes, after acquiring fame and fortune, bolt to the bright lights of the big city. But Holmes knew that Easton offered his most secure investments.
We're thrilled. It would have been easy for Larry to go to New York or to Los Angeles. Yet he decided to stay in a town which I think he had grown up in, had established his life in, and he wanted to give something back to that community for the nurture that he got here, and that was wonderful.
The community being rightfully proud of Holmes's contributions, both inside and out of the ring, named a street after him. And on Larry Holmes Drive stands a testament to Holmes' desire and commitment to Easton. Larry Holmes Enterprises, a modern office building which he financed and built. It is here Holmes also maintains his business offices.
Larry gave back to the community tenfold what the community gave to him. Not only in his aura of being a heavyweight champion of the world, living and walking among the streets and the people of Easton, but also his money. Larry, to me, should be credited with the fact that he didn't forget where he came from and chose to reinvest, and he's still reinvesting. The project that he did down on the Riverside Drive, which is now Larry Holmes Drive, named after him, is one of the most magnificent buildings in the city, overlooking probably the most beautiful site in the entire Lehigh Valley, and it's owned by Larry Holmes.
Yes, wherever you turn, this is Larry's bar, named Round 1. A hotel also bears his name, and there is the Larry Holmes Training Center, where he prepares for all of his fights. Each of these facilities employs Easton folk. But perhaps his most important investment has been to the youth of Easton. Holmes quit school after the 7th grade, so he's quite aware of the need for kids to stay focused academically, as well as the need for adult guidance. Thus, he has been quite supportive of the Boys and Girls Clubs with contributions of time and money that largely go unpublicized.
Actually, Larry has been involved with the Boys and Girls Club since the early 70s. He was instrumental in bringing in some key people on our board of directors, key business people who became big supporters of the club and took it out of its financial ruin that it was in at that particular time. So Larry was very instrumental in bringing in people who had become the saviors of the organization.
And he has the run with the champ every year there, and he used to have it all the time, where a bunch of kids just got together and they gave him trophies and stuff when they ran, and he would actually run with them. So they always used to look forward to that, and he always used to have his Children's Day right in his parking lot there too, where he used to have like Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran. He used to have the other boxers come in and then spend a day with the kids.
He still shows up at every community affair. He makes a lot of appearances where the average high-class athlete gets paid for, and he goes and don't charge people. He does a lot of things. You want pictures, autographed pictures of him or something, you got him. 5 minutes, they're yours.
Larry Holmes has not worn a heavyweight title belt since 1985. But at the age of 43, he still considers himself among the best heavyweights in the world. Most Easterners are supportive of his efforts to continue fighting, but are also concerned that he'll know when to leave the ring.
But Larry Holmes is a fine gentleman. As tough as he fights, that's how sensitive and kind he is in our community.
To the people of Easton, Pennsylvania, another title is of no concern. Larry Holmes will always remain their champion.